Hello and good morning, everyone. Only positivity here. I have some tea with me today, ready to kick off podcast number. Let's see what we got here. Podcast number 108 on this playlist that I'm looking to launch called Elevated Thoughts. Now, before diving into the book or the travel experience for today, let's go and start with the level set. So, as I endeavor upon pursuing knowledge and life experience in this next phase of life through fitness, photography, reading, cannabis, many more things, one habit that I've really formed is traveling. So this podcast essentially goes through some of my most recent travels, taking those lessons learned and applying them to experiences in my life. So, without further ado, we can go ahead and just jump right in. But, at the high level, just get a pulse on things. I'm using this new Scarlett Focusrite mic and my new Scarlett Focusrite headphones and using my Rodecaster. And the cord on this Scarlett Focusrite is like extendo. So another big shout out to my boy Justin John for giving me this mic setup, because I don't know, I'm sitting down on my chair right now. It feels nice and comfy. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep rocking this out, man. I feel it feels a little bit more comfortable to record a podcast, and I just redid my room a little bit. It's still shitty, but just feels a little bit better, just to hit the feng shui and change that up every so often. But other than that, everything's been pretty smooth over here. My buddy gave me his he let me borrow his drone. I was like saving up all my Amazon points like a cheap motherfucker that I am, and trying to buy this drone. But my buddy actually gifted me one, and it's been fucking awesome. Just like a new fun toy to play with. So I'm just gonna keep rocking that out. I've been trying to have a little bit of a structure for my day or my week in terms of the creative endeavors that I pursue. And it's always this funny dichotomy of, you think of creativity as, something more abstract, not with as much structure, but sometimes you need structured, unstructured time, if that makes sense, right? So, I've been trying out this new schedule. I just read the Creative Act by Rick Rubin, So something he goes over in there is, sometimes, structure is important for artists, right? Otherwise, we can get caught up in the clouds and never actually put pen to paper, get working on the things we're trying to do. So I find, I wrote, so I have Monday to record my scripts for my short films, Tuesdays to get videos on my Sony A7 IV, so like the camera videos, and then Wednesday I'll do the drone videos, and Thursday I'll color grade and put into CapCut and throw on some transitions, and then Friday I'll post, and that's, I'm just thinking back to when I was in lockdown during the pandemic, and I just had this like strict schedule. I was like pushing out podcasts every single week, and we're just gonna see how it goes. I have a little bit more bandwidth, work is chill, knock on wood, and then I'll if it ever picks up, I'll just slow shit down, what I'm saying? But I'm really enjoying just hopping down and recording these short films and these little podcasts that I do. Really fulfilling, honestly. But other than that, some of my most recent travels, my wife and I went to Orlando again. We went last year, and that was really fun. And we went again this year, and we went out there for a wedding, and it was a fun wedding. All in all, pretty good time, and always a wholesome moment, right? So my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law and the kiddos were out there, so any opportunity to make some core memories with them, and it's just so amazing the family dynamic that we have amongst each other. We pick up on signs from each other. We're trying to be very selfless with one another, and the kids are just so wholesome, and it was a really good time. So let's go ahead and just jump into it before I go forever on this level set here. So anywho, so Thursday, we leave on Friday. We're going Friday to Monday, so I had to take Friday and Monday off, but no harm done, right? Got some PTO to give, so we go. So Thursday night comes around, and that's my busy day, right? Got to get my hair cut, gotta finalize my packing and all that stuff. So got my hair cut, got my workout in, and on that note with the working out, one of the main things I was trying to do, since we were going on Friday, was take that Friday travel day off of working out. So I worked out for like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I worked out for the 5 days prior, back to back, right? And so I earned that rest day on Friday, and it was really nice. So anywho, so we get Thursday night done, go have some fun. Wifey's packed up. We just chill out, lay low, and then Friday morning comes around. We have like an 8 a.m. flight, but before we do that, I'm gonna take a little sip of my tea, hammies. So anyway, no problem getting to Midway. We park over there, $15 a day. So since we had to end up paying for all the days there, it was like $60 for parking, which is not a problem at all, because that'd probably be a one-way Uber for me. Anywho, so we park up at Midway, hop on the bus. You can tell, people, everyone thinks, we smell like weed, bro. So I'm just gonna take take that for what it is. Smelling like weed's not illegal. I understand the whole situation, but smoke a quick joint in the parking lot, roll up to the airport, and just kind of do the fucking thing, bro. Pre-check is amazing. Pretty much no line. Get through, get some breakfast, and we finished up with breakfast right when boarding started. So it was no qualms. Getting on the flight, was really tempted to watch another Fast and Furious movie, but I think I've honestly exhausted all of the Fast and Furious movies that they offer on these flights and whatnot. So unless they want to bring some new ones into the mix, bro, I'd happily watch them. Or not happily, I'd probably be disgruntled as I'm watching them, but I'll watch them nonetheless, my boy. So anyway, I did download Split and something else. Didn't watch it, but it's nice to just have something there. Ended up just kind of closing my eyes, reflecting, and not really sleeping at all. But it's a quick 2-hour flight to Orlando, so no big deal there. Get there immediately. The weather is better, right? It's nice, not too hot, and I'm just taking my jacket off right away. And then we grab our bags. We actually checked in bags this time. Indian weddings, the wifey's got to pack some saris and some extra clothes, so got to get the checked bag going. And I figured, hey, I had a carry-on, but if we're checking bags anyway, I'll just check my shit. So we pull up. We look at the yawns, my boy. We pull up to Orlando. We get in the Uber, about a 30-minute Uber over to the Omni Resort, which is a really nice hotel. The staff is really nice. I find that Orlando, resorts, hotels, they do a good job, right? As good as they can. And they didn't do room service, even though we asked for it for 3 days, but that's okay, right? They brought us new towels and shit, so it's all good. But I think they're trying to save energy and time and all that stuff, which I get too. So no major issues. So right away we get there, and I called in the week a week earlier, because our flight was super early, and I was like, hey, you know what, man, my flight's early. I was wondering if we could get an early check-in. If not, it's all good too. No big deal. So we called in, we got there, and they actually had our room ready for us, and that was awesome. But the people around us were folks in the wedding party, and they you could tell they're tired from traveling. They're a little fucking bitchy, and I'm just like, okay, what's up? Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for setting the tone right for the weekend. But it's all good. It's all good. I understand. And then so I'm like, we got our room. I'm telling them we're right here. And they're like, you guys got your room already? We haven't gotten ours. And I'm like, yeah, we just kind of called in. And then they're like, well, we're going to go yell at the front desk. And I'm like, don't do that. But, I'm like, if you want to go do that, go do that. But, it's like, they check-in isn't until 4. But, if you guys didn't call in, then they're not doing anything wrong, right? So I'm interested by that. It's almost like you don't give someone a piece of information, they go use it for wrong. You're like, yo, chill the fuck out, bro. Anyway, so then we go grab some food real quick. There's a restaurant in that resort called Trevi, and that was a really good restaurant, right? For a resort, this place had really good restaurants, and I think it had to, because there's other restaurants that are a little bit farther away, and maybe If folks, didn't like the restaurants on the resort, that would be a big issue for them. But there was a bunch of good restaurants on the resort, which is cool that they invest in that type of stuff. So went to this spot called Trevi, got some bruschetta, and some pasta, and just like try not to eat too bad, but letting up a little bit, right? Like having some pasta, getting some carbs in there, and whatnot. And then we went back and changed up and just passed out. And that was one theme of the whole weekend that I absolutely loved, was that we napped a lot, and I was like not afraid to do that. I was like, dude, I'm tired, bro. I'm gonna take a fucking nap and go to sleep early too, man. Just sleep a whole bunch. It was nice to catch up on sleep for sure. But other than that, man, we so there's an event that night, so we get up, shower up, and I'm trying to go pretty casual with the attire over the weekend. It's hot, it's Florida, we're outside, so just a nice button up, nice pants, some boots, and we're good to go. And want to be pretty functional because my niece and nephew are there, and I'm gonna be fucking rolling around with them for sure. So we get there, and we to the evening event. It's outdoor on this like lawn area with string lights. Beautiful time, man, like just gorgeous. Me and my little nephew go get some. He gets a Shirley Temple. I get a glass of wine, and we're just messing around, running around, like it's just like good family vibes, man. Like we're trying to be the hype squad, and my little niece who's like 14, 15 months, she's like dancing, bro. She's a goofball, looking really cute in her little sari. So I'm just blessed, man, just to be able to experience this type of stuff with them. And right away, like, I'm pretending to throw my wife into the water, and my little guy's like, no, leave her alone. And I'm just like, yes, dude, defend her honor for sure, man. But then I was about to launch his ass into the water too, either way, dude. But yeah, it's funny, dude, as he gets older, just to see like, his articulate thoughts and whatnot. And we were dancing together. There's a couple cool videos of us dancing together, and he I'm just happy to be like his rock, his security in those areas. He like ran up to my wife and was like, "You're my best friend." And I was like, "Damn, bro, that is cute as fuck." And I'm sure that made her day too, like it's always nice when kids say that type of stuff to you. So yeah, she does a lot for the kiddos, and she deserves all the accolades that come her way with the kids, man. She's really great with them. Got a lot to learn from her. But yeah, so we ride that out. We hang out till like 10:30. My sister-in-law stays because she's like the matron of honor, and then me and my brother-in-law and my wife and the two kiddos, we go back and just get ready for bed. And it's super lighthearted, man. We're having fun, we're joking around, putting the kids to bed, and then you can tell he's really appreciative of that, which is awesome, because I'm sure he can handle it, hands down by himself. But just the group effort is always fun, man, and just good memories and things of that sort. So just had a blast. And so then we go home, pass out at like 10 o'clock, like 10:30 ish, and we get up the next day, and we're just trying to hit a pool day. So we all go get breakfast. And the funny thing about this is a really interesting situation. So my sister-in-law and her two friends, actually three friends, we all went to undergrad together. So I know these girls from like 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago, and now they all are on a very similar path, right? They all have husbands who are like either doctors or like engineers or some shit like that, and they all have two kids. One of them only has one, but they're all kind of like on that path, which is so interesting for me to see, like just knowing them like 10-15 years ago, when we were just like young, single, innocent college kids, and to where they're all at now with families and in parenting mode 100%. It's really crazy, really endearing, and then you just give a lot of thoughts about it, right? Me and my wife not having kids and just kind of still rocking that dink dual income, no kids life, which is fun, really fun. So then we do a pool day, and it's fun, man. At brunch, like all the kids we're just like getting acquainted with them, saying what's up, trying to get our way in there and make sure we're part of the squad, and the kids know us and they're familiar, so we can all just have fun together. It's like kind of the more the merrier, right? So we have brunch. I'm just kicking it, just asking the kids what they're up to, and a lot. My little nephew is being just really cute. And so is my niece. She eats like a monster, bro. She's got food all over her face all the time. It's so cute. But when there's a birthday, she's ready to sing and ready to clap, and she's the cutest little thing ever. And she had this like nautical little bathing suit on with like blue horizontal stripes and like a little hat and shit. It was so cute. And then we went in the pool, man, like little homies going on the slides a bunch. We're just joking around, and I did something like like mildly creepy, but it just like gets like this sometimes when you're a kid. So there's this one thing that I do, and me and my wife do a lot with the kids, is like we give them a lot of affirmation, like, wow, good job, oh my god, that's awesome. We'll like, whenever they do anything, we give them a round of applause. We go like over the top. So then what'll happen, often is other kids who are not part of our group will want that, right? They'll be like, yo, these adults are fucking gassing this kid. So this other like 4 or 5, whatever, 6-year-old like Hispanic girl, she comes over, super cute. And she like wants to be part of our group, right? She's like comes up and she's like, why don't we just go to the next pool then? Like, she's like all sassy and shit, right? She's like running the show. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, like let's go. We'll wait for everyone to get done here, and then we'll go over to the next pool if that's where you guys will be at. So it was just cute. She wanted to be part of our group, but I had these 2 like spongy like basketball kind of things like that you put in the water, and she was like asking me, what are those? And I was like, well, these are my 2 balls. Do you want to play with them? And then as soon as I was coming out of my mouth, I was like, yo, this is fucked up, dog. Like, it just, and everyone, all the adults were like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, I don't know how else to explain this to a child, dude, but it was just the dumbest thing ever. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to I'm just going to leave, dude. Yeah. So anyway, that was fun, man. We just had a good time. They're all, you got to worry about the kids heavy, right? You got to make sure they're eating, drinking water, all that stuff, and not overworking themselves. And then, so we wrap up the pool day with them. We go get some lunch at Trevi again. And then we just go pass out, take a nap, man. There's nothing really else for us to do that night. And then we get up, and then we're like, hey, we're trying to find out what the kids are up to, right? Because the moms have something to do because they're all in the wedding party, and then the guys don't have anything to do, and they're all with the kids. So they're all at one of the dudes' rooms, right? So we go in there and we're just trying to offset the dads, right? So while we play with the kids, like there's this one video of my wife like on the couch reading to all the kids, so the dads can go just kind of like gather shit, right? They can kind of do some administrative stuff and things like that. So they're always appreciative of just that time where they can get, without like a kid interrupting them, to just do shit. And so I'm like, yep, I can play that role for sure. So yeah, it was all good, and we were just fucking around. This one little kid's trying to show me his little toy bus, which is fucking cute as fuck. And we like send them on their way after a couple of hours of just kicking it with them. Before that, when I woke up from my nap, I got my workout in. So usually my gym workouts, if there's a gym and at a hotel, I'll just do like 3 sets of like everything. So like 3 sets of pull-ups, 3 sets of push-ups, 3 sets of abs, 3 sets of like shoulder press, 3 sets of legs, like squats or something like that, 3 sets of arms, like biceps, 3 sets of triceps, and then I'll be on my way. So that's like that's a lot of work right there, so try to keep the weight like relatively light and just make sure I'm getting a good sweat in, getting good form, slow everything down, and then you've hit your whole body, right? And then walk on the treadmill at an incline for a little bit, and just go that way, honestly. But yeah, so they had a nice gym at that hotel, so I wasn't tripping at all on that, honestly. And then after that, so then we went to go with the kids, and then we went to this Asian restaurant. I think it's called Zen, on the resort, and that was fucking awesome, dude. Just me and my wife got some sushi, and just we're in a new place, not a new place. We're not at home. We're just reflecting on life. Talking about all of our trips that we've gone on together. Talking about the trips that we have coming up together. Just like kind of our general life direction. One topic of conversation that was really interesting was, so we were at this at our room, right? And I'm assuming there's a lot of people in the wedding party around us, and there was this one family, the wife and husband were just arguing all night long, and I was just like, I know we're here for your friend, but have some fucking decency for me. You just stuck me with these 2 fucking kids. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, they're always yelling at each other. And then they're yelling at the kids because the kids are like, they don't know better. And I'm just like, this is fucked up, guys. You know what I mean? Like, we need to figure this shit out. And they did that every single night, man. And I was just like, dude, it's like, it's interesting, when you have small kids, and if your relationship, isn't solid beforehand, kids can maybe rectify it, but it can also maybe amplify issues that are there, so it was all good, man. I'm not tripping on anything. It was just like something to notice, dude. And we like to talk about that stuff. Like, why does that happen? How do you get to a fight like that where you are erupting? It's just kind of a lot, so anyway, and then we had this waiter who was constantly asking us like where we're from, and I was like we're Indian. He's like, well, namaste. And I'm like, okay, come on with the fucking kitschy bullshit, dude. He was a nice guy. He's like, you know who my favorite actor is? Dev Patel. And I'm like, thank you so much. It's like, I don't know, it's like, it's like talking about the movie Friday to like a black person. It's like, okay, you just know some token like fucking shit, and you're just, whatever. It came from a good place, so I was like, okay. And he kept calling my wife beautiful, and she is, and I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'm ugly as fuck. But anyway, the sushi was amazing, a great experience. Had a glass of wine, and I was just like absolutely all about it, so a lot of fun, dude, lot of fun. And then so the next morning is the wedding, and again I get up, getting ready for it, and then Guju ceremonies, Gujarati wedding ceremonies, North are just fucking kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. Like, nobody knows what's going on. People are talking all the time, and it's all the Indian people. Like, the white people listen, right? The other races listen, they sit there and pay attention. But like, dude, even me, like, I got up halfway through, or like a quarter way through, and we were just all done with it. Like, the kids can't sit for too long. We're just trying to take pictures outside, and all the while nobody's paying attention, and this wedding is just going on, right? So, you don't feel the love in the air when that type of stuff is going on, if I'm being honest. But it's all good, it's all good. To each his own, right? So we do that. We're taking some pics, trying to, you can tell the kids are tired, ready for a nap. Your boy is ready for a nap. But anyway, so we wrap up the ceremony. I go back to the room, change up. I think I just get my workout done, or I think we might take a nap. And we hit up Trevi again. The last time we hit up Trevi one more time. Got some more pasta and like salad and stuff like that. We went to that spot 3 times. There was also this like coffee shop, this little deli where I'll get an oat milk latte every morning, and we got a breakfast sandwich or 2 from there every like once or twice too. And it's always good to find out those little shops, man. So I was all about it, dude. Big time fun. Just like, you scope out your regular spots that are going to be like not too impactful, and you just hit them bitches up over and over again. But anyway, passed out again, went to the gym, did the same workout the next day, and then just getting ready for the evening. I finally was like, I'll take some edibles, man. And then so got to the reception, and just wholesome all around, dude. Me and my brother-in-law are fucking boys, man. We're like homies, dude. Same thing with my sister-in-law. We're like good friends, man. She gave an awesome speech at the wedding. They did a fun, cute dance at the wedding. And it was really fun, man. Like my little homie, my little nephew, he was like, hey, dude, that's my mom talking. When like his mom was giving a speech, and just really wholesome, man. And it's just fun to be with the family, dude. And in that way, I've never experienced like fun like that with my actual family. And like, experiencing that now is amazing. My brother-in-law is like an ideal older brother. He treats me like an equal, but he has more life experience, so he has a guidance to him. But at the same time, he never positions himself above me. And they have their life, they have their family, they have their kids, but they want to be in our lives, we want to be in theirs. So there's like this mutual love to bring our best to an interaction, and it's fun, man. I'm looking so much forward to all the shenanigans that we have ahead of us with them, man. It's just gonna get funner and funner and funner, I think. And then, yeah, man, again, nothing too noteworthy, right? The music was all right. I won't say anything bad about it, but it's like, you feel the love sometimes in the room, and sometimes you don't too at the same time. I caught the groom, at one point, in the elevator banks, just like head in hands, just like, dude, I just need a fucking second. I'm like, I catch you in the elevator banks, dude, just taking a fucking break, bro. I get it. So yeah, shit be happening, man. It's stressful times. But you just got to kind of rock with it, right? But yeah, other than that, and then so we rounded the night. We left around 10:30ish. We ordered one of the nights. We actually ordered some late night food because we were hungry. And the DoorDash driver found the hotel. He actually came up to our room, and which was fucking dope. And then yeah, so we just wound that night down, chilled, and then that couple next to us had the biggest fight of the whole weekend that night, which I should have guessed, right? Because there's a lot more drinking involved and shit like that. And they were just, I heard someone's shit get thrown to the hallway, and it was like 3 a.m. and we had to get up at 4 for our flight to get to the airport and shit. And I'm just like, yo, man, you guys suck, huh? But anyway, so we jetted out of there, called an Uber really early, got to the airport, got some coffee, got through. It was a little bit packed on the way back. It's just because you gotta take that fucking train or the Orlando airport, which makes things a little bit longer. But anyway, smooth ride home. The only issue was we got on the plane. There was some technical malfunction with the equipment, and we had to slide our dumb asses back onto another plane, which was kind of fucking annoying. But you gotta do what you gotta do. It was a pretty smooth transfer. We got home, hopped in the car, got our asses home, and went for a walk, dude. And it was awesome. Really fun, good all in all weekend. Cannot complain about anything, really. So yeah, just always fun to get those memories in. I'm sure this will be a core memory we'll talk about for years and years and years. So many good pictures, so many great times, and just grateful for the life I lead. But yeah, that's about it. Got some fun stuff coming up. I'm going to Montreal in a couple weeks, and kind of been picking up on the photography stuff and all that. So just gonna keep having fun with life. Keep trying to explore new things. We got a lot of good times ahead of us. So just gonna keep rocking it out and coming back and sharing with y'all, man. But other than that, I'll leave it right there. Hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. Feel free to leave me any feedback, and remember, only positivity, much love. Only positivity, much love, y'all. Peace.